Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing something that's very near and dear to my heart. I decided to do a first and second trimester recap because as an avid content creator and content consumer on YouTube, I haven't found a lot of those videos, and to me, the experience that I went through was a little lonely and I wasn't sure of anything that I was feeling, and that feeling of uncertainty kind of really got my anxiety up, and that's the reason I kind of decided to share my story. And again, before I jump into this, I want to preface this by, this is my story, this is what I felt, this is what I experienced. Every pregnancy is different, every woman is different, every body is different. Bear that in mind. But now, before we jump into the video, let's get formalities out of the way. If you're new to this channel, hi, welcome. My name is Elizabeth. I am an actress and a content creator. I am very happy to have you here. Drop a like down below. It's a small gesture, but it goes a really long way. And subscribe. I make new videos every Tuesday, and sometimes I surprise drop videos on Fridays. Cool. Now that we got that out of the way, let's jump into the video. So, like I said, first and second trimester recap. Oh my God, I have so many feelings and so many thoughts and so many everything. You know, doing anything for the first time is scary and you feel uncertain, but like, you know, having a goddamn baby for the first time, to me, it's crazy, you know? So I guess, you know, we're gonna start at the beginning, I suppose, in the juicy beginning. You're not gonna get all the details. Don't even go there. Get your mind out of the gutter. Thank you. But I mean, I don't mind talking about it, and I think, so yeah, let's just jump in. So conception, to me, to us, conceiving was quite easy. I conceived quite fast, which was a huge surprise to me, to be honest, because I kind of like, when we decided to try, we had so many things going on in our lives. I guess like, you know, anybody else. And at first I was like, oh my God, are we really doing this? And what's gonna happen? And oh my God, I really wanna go have a baby now. And then I just kind of like meditated on it a little bit and I just let it go. You know, I just figured, you know what? It might take some time. It might take some time at all. I might conceive fast. I might not conceive fast at all. You know, I have a lot of friends and family. I heard a lot of stories. Some people conceive really quickly. Some people don't. Some people take a few months. Some people need some help from the outside. And like I said, every woman is different. Every body is different. Every pregnancy is different. So when we decided, I kind of at the beginning, like I said, I was really nervous and really like, oh my God. But then I let go of that really quickly. And I think that's one of the reasons that I conceived really quickly, because I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just like you know, living my life type situation. So like I said, we conceived quite easily, like on the second month of trying. And then it hit, because if that was easy, everything that came after was not. And don't go, and you can all gloat right now, because damn, the beginning was hard. It was really hard, and I am full of awe to all my women sisters that are doing this more than one time, because I'm like on my first and I'm like, oh my God, make this stop. I do not want to do this anymore. Anyway, so yeah, I started feeling really, really, really bad on my first trimester. The beginning of that trimester, I had everything that you can possibly imagine. First of all, who is the goddamn idiot who called that morning sickness? Because let me tell y'all, it ain't morning. It's from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to sleep. Every single day. Literally, like I felt sick all the time. All the time. And when I say all the time, like I am a very high energy person, and I could not get out of bed in the morning. Like I had days where I was literally bedridden. It was insane. Like I would be nauseous and I would be eating and crying throughout eating because I was nauseous, but I had to eat something because I hadn't eaten all day long and I was feeling nauseous. It was a really vicious circle because if I wouldn't eat, I'd feel nauseous, but then if I ate the wrong thing, like everything made me nauseous. Everything, all my favorite things, fruit, I'm a big lover of fruit, made me nauseous. Literal everything, like I could not eat a goddamn thing. Like I lived for 3 months on boiled eggs, crackers, bread, and cream cheese. That's what I lived on for 3 goddamn months. It was brutal. That was one thing. The other thing, my sense of smell. Oh my God, I felt like it was superpower. I could smell everything. And that being the smell and the nausea put together was a deadly combination because I could not cook to save my life. Like I was so lucky that Adam still works from home right now. I think, well, everyone is still working from home right now, but he still works from home right now. And I was so lucky that he could like cook for me whenever I needed to eat because I just couldn't do it. Everything was overbearing, overpowerful. I stopped using any scented thing that I have. Creams, body creams, hand creams, face creams, anything that was scented was put onto the side to be like left alone for me. Perfumes, any scent was overbearing to me. Anything. It was insane. Like I could make an omelet. Like Adam would make, like I would leave the kitchen, Adam would make an omelet, I would go back after like 15 minutes after the smell would be gone, and then I would eat my omelet. It was intense. It was really intense. So let's see. We had the morning sickness, we had the really intense sense of smell. I was definitely feeling more tired than I usually am. Like my power would just run up and I would be so surprised because like I said, I'm a very high energy person, but I would just like, I'd be done. I'd be toasted. And I started resting during the afternoons. I don't usually take naps. I'm not a nappy person. Nappy? I'm not sure that's a word, but I'm not a person who naps. On the contrary, like once I start my day, I like to get going. I couldn't. I had to take naps. I was too tired, too exhausted, and like everything was like almost overbearing to me. That's another thing that was a little weird because neither my doctor nor my doula like have never said they heard about a symptom like that. But again, every woman is different. I was extremely sensitive to touch. So I think it was because of the nausea that kind of made me extremely sensitive to anything because like I said, I was extremely nauseous. But even things of like, not even talking about like hugging me or something like that, I couldn't stand anyone touching me. And I'm usually a very touchy-feely person. I'm a very touchy-feely person. Hello. But even things like taking a shower, I discovered that taking a shower is hard for me. Like I couldn't stand the feeling of water on my skin. It was horrendous. Another thing that kind of came up in my first trimester was that I think I obviously threw up. I didn't throw up a lot, but at least, 3 to 4 times a week, and I couldn't hold any water down. So I was feeling like exhausted and like dehydrated most of the time. And usually I'm really good with my water intake, but just because of the nausea, I just couldn't. So definitely throwing up, of course. And those are kind of like the main symptoms that I felt during my first trimester. And basically it was dreadful. You guys, I was miserable. I was telling Adam, like, what is this thing? Why did I do this to myself? Why am I doing this? This is horrible. I'm never gonna do this again. It was really, really, really brutal to me. And I think to any person like that's used to being, up and going and doing things, to being completely almost like disabled because of the nausea, it was really hard and nothing worked. I tried everything. Nothing worked. I'm a very like researchy person. Like I would research, I Google things, I check things online. Nothing worked. Even like the medicine, I resorted to like taking pills from my doctor, and even that was like, it subsided a little bit, but not so much. So that was my first trimester. Basically horrendous. Let's move on to the second trimester. So everyone kept telling me, like, people already knew I was pregnant. Everybody kept telling me, you're gonna feel better, you're gonna feel better, don't worry, you're gonna feel better. And since I felt so horrible and miserable during my first trimester, I didn't believe anybody. I was at my wit's end, you know? But I did discover that they were right. It took a while for every symptom to subside. It 100% took a while. It took, I think, to about 4.5-ish months for everything to subside, but I definitely started feeling better in my second trimester. And going back to the first, like, I couldn't even drive. Like, I would drive and get nauseous. I had to pull up and like wait for the nausea to go away so that I can drive to where I needed to be. And I would go out of the house with bags so that if I need to throw up, I have where to. Anyway, second trimester, you guys. So yeah, definitely started feeling much, much, much better. It took a while. It did take a while, like I said, but everything subsided. I would say, well, almost everything. So the sense of smell, I'm still kind of sensitive, but like not in the most high, strong way I was before. Like I can cook now. Like I cook now, you know? I'm back into cooking. I'm back into like using like oils and creams and stuff like that for my face, for my body. But like perfumes, things that are like, that are here, like perfumes and things like that are a little bit hard still. So definitely something that is still like happening. Definitely feeling 100% better. So I don't need to take naps anymore during the day, but I do go to bed quite early. Like by 9:30, 10, I'm already in bed. I'm probably reading or on my phone, let's be honest. I'm mostly on my phone. I try to read more, but I'm mostly on my phone. Try to like to get the habit of like reading an hour a day. But yeah, I do tuck in real early because I do get tired. One thing that I didn't have during the first trimester because I was just feeling horrible all the time is that now I'm like, the evenings are a little harder for me. I feel heavier, I feel fuller. I don't really eat big dinners right now. Like I had to rechange my entire diet again because like I said, I didn't eat anything for 3 months. So dinners are really hard. I eat really small amounts. Sometimes I even skip dinners, but then I get too hungry, then I eat too late. So I try not to skip them. I try to like eat bigger lunches and then like smaller dinners. Other than that, I do feel I have my energy up, thank God. Because otherwise this babe's gonna come out and we have nothing for her. I'm just gonna be like holding her all the way riding like from the hospital to our house. But yeah, no, definitely feeling much better. Definitely like starting the nesting mode, kind of like preparing and buying stuff for her and compiling our registry and things that we kind of need to get like a system going. So yeah, second trimester, 1,000% much easier. I feel better. I feel lighter in a way. Like mornings and afternoons are my best time of day. So I try to schedule things if I have like meetings or things I need, or doctor appointments, things I need to get done. I try to schedule them during the morning and afternoons. But yeah, that would be pretty much what I would say about the second trimester. Like I said, more energy, feeling much, much better. Definitely can like do more things, which is to me like such a happy moment because again, being like bedridden was just so horrible for someone like me. I'm such a type A personality and I'm like, oh, I can't do anything. To me, that was really hard. And yeah, feeling much better, feeling definitely much lighter, and hopefully, and one more thing that I really feel, during the first trimester, it did change a little because I wouldn't sleep that good. But during the second trimester, I have been sleeping so well. I am gonna cross my fingers that lasts as long as it can possibly last, because I've heard on your 9-month, you ain't sleeping at all. So, but I guess, it's your body's way of like, preparing you for what's to come. Nature works in beautiful and mysterious ways. But yeah, definitely sleeping really well and just feeling more energy and definitely happier. I was miserable during the first trimester. It was horrible. It was horrible, basically. So yeah, guys, I think that would be the recap for those two. And I'll definitely do a follow-up video for this as to my 3rd trimester and maybe the infamous 4th trimester, which is after you give birth already. So I'll definitely do more videos about this, follow up. And yeah, thanks again for joining me. I hope this experience, even if it helps one person to feel less alone, to feel less like, oh my God, what is happening to me in my body? I did my thing. And one thing that's really important for me to emphasize, which I forgot to say about the first trimester, because we conceived quite easily, like I said, and when I started feeling really bad, I felt so guilty because I was miserable and I was being bitter and I hated being pregnant. And I felt so much guilt because I was feeling that way, because of like, I've heard so many stories of women who took a while to conceive and that struggle with, bringing kids to the world. And to me, the whole like situation of on one hand, like conceiving quite easily, and the other hand, feeling so miserable. I'm like, I felt so, ashamed of feeling horrible, not wanting to be pregnant and feeling bitter and miserable. But I had found out that that's completely normal. And I spoke to professionals about it. And like I said, every woman is different. Every body is different. Some women's bodies love being pregnant. They feel good. They have a lot of energy. Like, for instance, my own mom, she always told me that my pregnancy was amazing. She's like, listen, I was levitating. She used the word levitating for 9 months. She's like, I felt amazing. I looked amazing. I didn't gain too much weight. It was a bliss. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This is killing me. Killing me. Well, not killing, but this is torture. Torture, mother. But yeah, so like I said, every woman is different. And if this video and my experience helps at least one person, like I said, I'm happy about it. So yeah, thanks for joining me for another video, you guys, and I'll hope to see you next one. Bye, everyone.